What's up with y'all, man? We got a special guest in here, man. Today being shot, man. Want to introduce yourself?
Yes, sir. My name's Daryl Callum. Been in the financial literacy space a little bit over 6 years. Been blessed enough to actually help thousands of people get excellent credit to, get approved for new houses, cars, funding for their businesses. Just put themselves in a better financial situation.
So, man, we just gonna talk about what he gonna do. He really gonna just put y'all on game. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Hey, I need to learn this shit, man. Especially a nigga that started late, was in the streets. I don't know nothing about none of this was going on. Like, so, and then the good thing about it, bro, he is. The good thing about it. So, we going down the cook. So,
Just low, take a break.
So, man, what advice you would have somebody that's what you doing, just say, fresh out?
100%. I mean, you made a good point too, though, right? A lot of us, unfortunately, wasn't taught this type of stuff growing up. It's unfortunate they don't teach financial literacy and how to maximize and utilize your credit in school. So a lot of us don't learn about it until it's too late, honestly, right?
Right.
I know I was one of those people that came out of school with a jacked up credit from family members putting stuff in my name. You know what I mean? So um, that really how I actually transitioned inside of the credit space myself. I found myself in my mid 20s at like a 400 plus credit score, right?
Yeah.
Couldn't get approved for a library card. You know what I mean? Till I got to the point, and I'm like, I got tired of being denied. I couldn't get approved for a car thing. And I actually was in Vegas, and one of my coworkers told me about this company that actually helped people fix their credit.
Yeah.
And initially, I didn't even know what that mean coming from Arkansas, right? I thought they was like, you mean they could do some fraud, like hack the credit repair system and increase?
Yeah.
I didn't know what it meant.
Yeah.
But they was like, they was legit. They showed me what was going on with them. So I was like, you know what? I'm about to go, chop it up with them to see what they talking about.
What's going on?
100%. So long story short, though, within 6 months, that company took my credit from 400 to over 700. Changed my life up.
Forever.
Forever.
You can down there start getting shit built and new cars. That's fucking.
So my whole lifestyle improved within that time frame.
Yeah.
I was able to go get a brand new Benz off the lot, low interest rate, no down payment. I moved in a nice condo on Las Vegas Boulevard.
Yeah.
I was able to get approved for credit cards with high limits that I started earning points and rewards for to get free flights and hotels and all that great stuff.
Flights too?
Yeah, 100%. Just you got to know how to utilize your credit cards and apply for the right ones.
Yeah.
So I was so mind blown from that, right? I started telling all my friends and family about it. Like, yo, everybody in my circle, I just want y'all to win. I didn't even make no money off of it. I'm like, yo, go holler at her, fix your credit. Like, I want all my family and friends just to win,
Yeah.
Just for free. So that just shows my passion and love for it. Just really, that's what really got me off into it,
Right.
Wanting to help my people win, right?
Yeah.
That company ended up shutting down, but it just piqued my interest. I knew how many people could benefit from those services, right?
Yeah.
So fast forward, one of my partners that I was working with on the strip, he actually was in the credit repair game. I didn't even know. And he introduced me to this company, basically where we was just referral agents. We referred people over to that company, and now I could actually get paid for it.
Right.
You feel me? So I went crazy. Well, I can refer over people that want to get their credit fixed and refer over other people who wanted to make money in the credit repair industry as well.
Right.
Right? So I started that in 2020, 2021. I went crazy. By that point, I had already signed up like, I built a team like 2,000 people from across the country.
Yeah.
You feel me? Can you hear me good?
It's blinking. It might be low, y'all, but if it is, this mic will pick it up. So
Yeah, long story short, I made like 6 figures my first year in the credit repair game. Help hundreds of people maximize their credit.
Hold on, not one, not two, not three, nigga.
Yeah.
Six.
Real
Six.
Documented.
So
not only did I help many, like hundreds of people within that time frame maximize their score, but I also started helping other people learn about how they can get in the credit repair space and become referral agents and like make money and get their credit fixed as well. Feel me?
So if your credit, dude, he can help you fix your credit, and he also can if you want to do this career, he can also help you as well.
100%.
Basically, so shit, that's win 2 ways.
100%. So
okay.
what ended up happening with that company ended up shutting down in 2022. And that's when I went off and built my own company.
Yeah.
You know, since that time, I made thousands of people. And I still coach, credit repair business owners on how to scale their business and 6 figures also.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's pretty much, the foundation on why I started, how I started, and, where I'm at.
Man, I salute you, bro. I salute you to the fullest.
Yeah, we can talk a little bit more about the credit side of things as well if you want to. Just like
I do.
Information on how, what they need to look at. A lot of people don't even know where to start.
I do. Yeah. So let's get into it then.
100%. So yeah, a lot of people don't even know where to start at with their credit, right?
Yeah.
I say, first off, usually when people come to me, they like, yo, I got a 500 score. I'm trying to get a 700 within 6 months so I can get approved for this home. Right. I always like to tell people, don't focus on your credit score. That's not where your focus needs to be on. You need to be focused on the data points that determine your credit score. I don't even care about your credit score. When I'm gonna look at your profile, I need to break down what's on this report so I can know how we need to execute to maximize that profile. Right. If we maximize that profile by default, that's how you're gonna maximize your score and get a 700-800 within that time frame. So it's mainly 5 factors that determine your score. The number 1 factor is payment history. Okay, 35% of your credit score is calculated based on your on-time payments. That's why you can be making payments on time for the longest, and then you get one late payment, you can drop your score 100, 200 points. So it's very crucial that you pay your bills on time. That's the main factor, you know what I mean? But if you do get late payments, you can even contact the creditor, ask them for like a forgiveness, tell them you was like sick, you had family debt, something like that going on. If that don't work, then you can potentially start the credit repair process.
Right.
The second data point is the utilization of your credit card. You call it credit utilization. That makes up 30% of your score. So a lot of people come to me like, yo, I don't want nothing to do with credit cards. I've never had a credit card before. I don't know why my credit score like this.
I'm people.
So I like to tell them, like, listen, you don't even have no credit card on your score. You automatically losing out on 30% of available points to you.
Right.
You automatically get 0 out of that 30%. So so now you got to understand how to utilize credit cards. So understand this: it's 2 different types of credit cards you can have on your profile: unsecured and secured. Okay. So an unsecured card is basically when you go to the bank, you apply, and they give you an unsecured line of credit. Where they like, okay, we see your credit history, payment history, we're gonna approve you for a $500 card. We may approve you for a $5,000 card, right?
Right.
Typically, you gotta already have, good credit to get approved for an unsecured line of credit for them to trust you. But the banks, they not dumb. They just like us.
And I,
You know what I mean? Let's say you got a friend that's known for not paying nobody back, don't pay on time, what you gonna want to list for?
yeah,
And they ain't got no credibility.
nothing.
Shit.
Not a damn
So
thing.
this right here, what we gotta do today. We try to build up this credit from scratch, right?
Yeah,
You don't want to get what you call a secured line of credit, a secured credit card. So basically, that's basically like a prepaid credit card.
okay.
You put the money on there yourself. Okay, the bank, y'all ain't gonna give me 500. I'm gonna put $500 on this card myself, and now it's gonna report on your credit profile, just like a regular credit card. Okay, so now you automatically gonna get a crazy boost on your score just because that's 30% of your score. Now you gotta understand the limits and the balance of that card. Okay, how you never want to max that out. So let's say the card is $500, right?
Right.
On any card, no matter the limit, no matter if it's unsecured, no matter if it's secured, you never want to use more than 30% of your credit limit.
Right.
Okay. So let's say this 30% of 500, that's what, $150. So basically, you can just use that card throughout the month for like small purchases, gas, food, or whatever. But don't spend more than 150. You never want to go over 150. Okay.
All right.
Under 30% is good, but under 10% is excellent. Every card has a reporting date. You can max it out, but it's just about by the time it's going to report to the bureau, you want to make sure you pay it down underneath that 30% balance, or preferably under 10%. So 10% of 500 is $50, right?
Right.
So yeah, spend as much as you want to during the month. Before find out what that reporting date is. By that reporting date, make sure you have it under 30%. It's cool. Under 10% is excellent. And every time you pay it on time, that's slowly going to keep building up your score. Okay, so keep your utilization down on your credit card. Make it on time payment. That's 65% of your score. Okay. Those are two biggest factors, right?
Biggest factor.
Two big factors right there alone. Right? But now, third factor is going to be credit history. How long have you been having these on time payments? How long have you been able to establish credit? You know what I mean? Because even if you got a friend that you just loan them some money and it's their first time and they just, acting right for 1 month or two, you don't really know. But if a person got years, they've been held it down for 5, 10 years, it's like, okay, I can really trust this person. Yeah. So okay. A lot of people, I say two main things with this. A lot of people either don't have any history when they're trying to build. So what you can do is basically hack that system by you got different programs where you can report backdate your rent payments upwards of like 2 to 5 years. Right. It's platforms where you can basically get 5 years of history of on-time payment on your rent reported to your credit report. So once they backdated 5 years, that automatically gives you a big boost and make you look more credible. Okay. Another hack you can do is called what we call trade lines. A lot of people probably heard of trade lines, but you don't really know how they operate. Yeah, that's basically whereas somebody else has a credit card, right? Okay. Let's say I got a credit card. It got $1,000 limit on it, and I had it open for 10 years. Yeah, your profile fresh with no credit card, year history or whatever. I can add you on my credit card as an authorized user, right? Right. Now my credit card appear on your credit report, and we get all the history in the utilization.
Damn. That's some cold shit right there.
Real talk. So that's how you can just really maximize that profile. So now when your score increase, you can go get approved for your own card. Yeah. You feel me? So that's the move right there. Okay.
That sounds pretty straight move to me.
I throw this out here as well because a lot of people come to me like, yo, I got all these student loans on my credit. They hurt me. A lot of people don't know. Really, student loans don't hurt people credit like this.
They don't.
Because you gotta look at it. People our age, they was in school over 10 years ago. even if those loans are in forbearance, like they ain't got to pay none on them, they saying they not able to make payments right now, they just prolonged it. Yeah. Even though they ain't making payments, it's still acting as an on-time payment, and it's giving them that interest. So if they didn't have the student loans on there, they wouldn't have no history or no on-time payment. You know what I mean? So the student loans actually helping them. The only time the student loans hurt you is when you get late payments on them or they close out and go in default. Okay. You feel me? Okay, bet. That's number 3. Fourth factor on your credit is going to be your credit mix, right? Yeah. I'm gonna give a crazy analogy. I hope it's cool. If I like say it in street terminology. Yeah, because that'll be better for me and a lot of more people. Okay, bet. As well. 100%. I'm gonna say it like this right here. Let's say you basically the banks is like the plug. Okay. Okay. You gotta look at building relationships with the bank like building a relationship with your plug. You feel me? If he starts you off with a QP and you do right by that. Okay, bet he did right by that. He paid me on time. I ain't got no problem. He seemed like cool people. I know you're a family man. Whoop the whoop. Yeah. Bet I'm gonna give him a half of the people. Oh, he did right with that. I'm gonna give him this right here. Yeah. Okay, now look at it this right here though. So I know he good with the green. He got a certain level of credibility with him. Now I may trust him with the pills. Yeah. If he done did right with the pills, it's like, oh man, I can trust you with it. No. Okay. You feel me? Yeah. So the banks got something, your credit profile has something called a credit mix. That's basically 10% of your credit score, 10% of your credibility. Yeah. So you don't only want to have credit cards, you want to show them you can maintain that, but show them you can maintain. That's a revolving account because it keeps revolving each month. You also have installment loans. You want to have a mix of revolving versus installment. Installment is a loan you get that's actually you're gonna pay off eventually, like a car loan. Yeah. You feel me? So, boom, you holding your credit cards down. You holding the car loan down. Now they may approve you for a house. Yeah. That's how you get approved for a mortgage loan. You can't get an 850 score, like a perfect score, only having a credit card. You gotta have a mix of like cars and house. You feel me? Yeah. Now you all the way around. Now I know you're a real hustler. Yeah. I can give you anything. You can just one dimensional. Yeah. I throw you anything, you're gonna take care of it. Real hustle. Real hustle. You're a full circle hustler. You feel me? So now I know I can give you anything. You got a business you gonna start? Yeah. Boom. I'm gonna give you this business loan. I know I can really carry you out. Yeah. Fifth point is basically increase, applying for new credit. You got to look at it like this right here. Banks want to lend to people. It may sound crazy. They like giving money to people that don't need it. Right. If you desperate for money, think about it like this right here though. Like, right. If somebody in the street, right? Yeah. And you know they run around asking everybody can they front something. When you from me, you hear in the street talk, oh man, you trying to get a sack off him. You went over here to ask for this, ask for that. You gonna be like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get dude. He too desperate. For real. For real. For real. You know? Yeah. So look, basically a hard inquiry gets popped up on your credit report whenever you apply for something. Right. Some car loans, when you pull up to the dealership, you try to apply for a car, they run your credit 20 times. You know what I mean? Yeah. You apply for a credit card, that's gonna be a hard inquiry. Every time you got hard increase and soft increase. Soft increase, that's why you want to know when you're trying to apply for something if it's going to be a soft increase or a hard increase. Soft increase don't affect you. Yeah. If it's a hard increase, like that's going to pop up on your credit. And basically that makes you look more risky and desperate in the eyes of banks. Okay. So you want to have the least number of increases possible because basically each increase can drop your score 3 points. But also, even if you got a 700 score, right? Yeah. But they see you done ran around and asked 15 people for money, they may automatically deny you, even if you got all the other factors together. They look at they can see who else you. Damn. That's an increase. It's an hard entry on your report. Okay.
So that's basically what they thinking you about to do. They're like, man, you don't pay everything on time. You got the credit utilization right. You got the mix in place. You got the history, but you gonna add 15, 20 people for some money. It sounds like you just trying to grab some and run off now.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. In the street ass. Yeah.
You don't sound right. Like, bro, why you just didn't come?
It happen like that in the streets.
Bro, probably been on for a certain period of time, but now you crazy, you looking desperate, moving funny.
Look like you finna pull a stunt.
You know what I mean? You like, yo, this probably just one big lick. I'm gonna just, ride off on that. File bankruptcy or something. That's what people be doing though.
Yeah, so that's the fifth factor.
So they already peeping it. It look, it's a red flag to them.
100%.
So you want to limit the number of entries. Now, that's just basic, the foundation on how to maximize your credit. In the perfect world, well, I don't have 700 scores and we just execute that, right?
Yeah.
What credit repair comes in is that, unfortunately, a lot of us get stuff we can't pay for, right? You know what? So we don't get our on-time payments. We end up getting too many late payments, or and the account get closed out. Yeah. So they close it or go to collection. Right.
Young that big guy, man, he saying some good stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? All game is good game. Now this the right game, man. They go out there and tell you to put a sack in your hand, man. Y'all ain't intrigued, man. He tell y'all how to really boss your life up. He tell y'all how to really boss your life up, man. You know, how to better it. So man, you gotta respect that fuck of the game to be sold, not told. He giving you free game right now. You can't buy this shit at Walmart, man. You can't go get this shit off the shelf. Real talk. They don't even teach you this shit in school, nigga.
Watch this thing back till you really get it,
We can just hit that one stand and we can get back to the game.
100%. So unfortunately, you know what I mean, we don't pay all our bills on time. Or you go through financial difficulties or what have you. You can't pay for stuff and the account gets closed out, or go to collection or what have you. That's what credit repair comes in. We about to repair the credit now. You feel me? So, like I say, when I met the lady out there in Vegas, and I didn't really know what she was doing. I thought she was hacking or doing some fraudulent situation to remove negative items. I didn't know what was going on until I really started studying and researching and learning how the system operates. So basically, it was a law that was passed. It's called the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And everybody can look this up. Fair Credit Reporting Act, okay? That law basically gives us rights as consumers that we can leverage to legally get negative items removed from our credit profile. Yeah. So no matter what the negative item is, basically we got different rights as consumers and we can leverage from that law to legally get negative items removed. I'll put it like this right here. It's really like going to court in that sense or catching a charge. You got to go to court for them to really prove that you actually done that.
Okay. What's up?
You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's basically what you're doing with the negative items. You're executing different stuff in the law, like checking for any inaccuracies, and they got to actually prove that you owe that debt.
Right.
Per the Fair Credit Reporting Act, everything has to be 100% accurate in order for them to report that to our credit profiles, and they got to respond back in a timely manner. So it's different loopholes that you're leveraging to remove those negative items.
Right.
Okay. So basically, you're just doing the whole process of creating legal documents, you're sending those over to the credit bureaus, you're sending those over to the creditors that you owe. You can also file complaints with government
And this
agencies.
all your job.
That's what I do for them.
That's work, bro. That's work. Like I be want to be cheap and want something for nothing. You see how you hear all that shit I want got to do?
You got to file legal documents, mail them out to the credit bureaus, mail them out to the creditor. Also, escalation depending upon how they respond back. You got to look at the paperwork, file complaints with the federal government agencies like CFPB. That's basically the Financial Protection Bureau, right?
Yeah.
Because the credit bureaus, a lot of people don't know, they're not the government. TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, they just for-profit companies that get paid to report our information. Now, they're regulated by the government. So the CFPB, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, that's the government agency to make sure the credit bureaus are doing what they're supposed to do. So now you can file complaints with them with the legal process, and that can speed up the process. You can file BBB complaints, the Better Vision Bureau. Right. Complaints with them. So these are just different strategies and hacks you leverage to keep, going after those negative items so they fall off.
We gotta have some real good game right now. Real talk. I didn't even know that job was. That's a lot of shit.
That's why people be talking about credit repair, this and that. They talk about you can do it yourself for free. I'm like, cool.
I mean, like, niggas can cut their hair themselves if they want to, but that don't mean they gonna be right. That don't mean they know what they doing.
People can cook their own food. Why don't these restaurants?
Yeah, because you watch a YouTube video, they don't tell you everything in those videos. Anybody gonna get you a professional. And then if you later on wanna really learn after you get yours fixed, now if you wanna learn how to do this, then he can boom,
There you go.
he extends you with it. And you ain't gonna get that all the time.
Teach you how to have your own credit.
Yeah. You ain't got too many people finna fix it. He ain't show you the game. I promise you don't.
So next thing people want to know the time frame. I always tell them, typically when you sending out the complaints, you start seeing results within 30 to 45 days because by law they got to respond back within that time frame.
Yeah.
A lot of times it takes 3-4 months to clean everything up.
3-4 months. Damn, that's pretty fast. Ask me. Oh, wow. Pretty fast. Damn what?
My company, I'm so confident in the service that if they don't see results in 6 months, they get a full refund.
Let's play it. Let's play it. Let's play it. That's all I need to hear. I ain't never heard that before. I don't want to be no refund. That's why I don't do nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
That's when you know
I'm really in business to help the people. You know what I mean? It ain't like I'm trying to.
That's when you know a person about their business, bro. We guarantee you a refund. You know, in every store, you can get a refund. All the $1 million company, Walmart, you go to the store in the hood to knock off. As soon as you get to the door, it say no refund. Man, that shit don't be right. As soon as you get to the house, you know what I'm saying? Person guarantee you a refund. They square big. They square big. I promise you. Shit. 8 out of 10, they square big for sure. What all areas can they, even if they out of state, can they continue?
100%. I got clients all over America.
Now y'all hear that, cause I know that was gonna answer. I know a lot of y'all gonna watch this after I get out live, and I probably clip form too, so I can put it on like TikTok, Facebook, different social media, different clips. But I know a lot of y'all out of state, so they can answer y'all question. Cause I know y'all gonna be wondering. Man, I wish she was in my state. Hey, he can still help you. He ain't gotta be there.
Yeah, nah, that's the cool part about it. Like, I literally just gave them the game. I don't even be tripping, bro. Like, they can go figure that out and run that play themselves. Or if they want to, like, book a call with me and my team, like, we do free consultations just to help people analyze their whole credit report for free. And if they choose to move forward with us, for us to do the work for them, we do everything for them, but they ain't got to do nothing.
You know what, black people like something free, cause you don't get nothing free. I better like, better fuck with bro gang. I'm telling you. Alright, y'all, man. And shout out their social media.
Yeah, yeah, they can look me up at Daryl Callum, DARRYLCALLUM. Daryl Callum Infinite. That's INFINIT.
Yeah, man. We got people here to help, bro. Real talk. Everybody ain't trying to ride you or just gang for themselves. There's a lot of people in this world, good people in this world that just want to help others. And that's where you get your blessing. Man, there's people that having money, right? They having the money. But man, they'll pay the most to get their credit fixed. You know what I'm saying? Won't you?
Yeah, now I got a lot of clients like this. A lot of people, like business owners that's paying out of pocket for everything. You know what I mean? I'll put another street analogy for you. Let's say a key 15 bands.
Okay.
And that's all you got. You got 18,000 in your name or whatever. So, people be like, I just like to pay cash. Yeah. Okay, so all you gonna do is be able to go buy that one key, you got 3 bands left. Versus if the plug gonna be like, I'm gonna give you 10 bricks and just bring me back 16.5 back. So versus you needing to have 150, 160,000 cash, they fronting it to you. You go flip it, pay that back. Now you got free bands. Which one would you want to do?
Shit, you know which
Come
one.
with your own money or use that credit?
I'm gonna use that credit every time. Every time.
Yeah.
Why not? Shit, you gonna win.
Let's say they spend they 15, but they making 25 off each of them. Just crazy, hypothetical. 10 bands off each one of them.
Yeah.
But if you got the 10 bricks on front, even if you pay back the interest what they want, the 16.5,
Right.
bro, you still done made a free 100,000 versus just putting your own money up and only making 10,000.
Real.
That's how leverage. That's how credit works.
And it's comfortable. It's
So
comfortable.
like business owners that's coming out of pocket with cash, get your credit right.
Right.
Make the investment, boom, pay that back. Then you keep growing. Then get what? If the plug see you come back, take care of them 10, what are you gonna do?
Shit, you gonna double it.
That's how the banks work.
For real.
That's how the banks work. There you go.
For real. Why y'all playing? Yeah. Why y'all playing? Hey. See, it don't get no better than that, don't it? Damn. For real. Don't get no better than that, Jack. Damn, so. Same thing. I like how you broke that down, bro. Cause you know, whether people know it or not, you can have people coming with all this professional term, and certain dudes or be with it, but they don't understand it. And bro, he could speak both ways. But like he'll break this down to a person, and they'll jump on that bandwagon today. But another person told them the same thing, just in a different term they didn't understand, and they didn't think too much about it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like about him and people that know the best of both worlds because they know how to deliver to different people. It's about the delivery.
Another thing too with the banks is like it's people don't really understand. It's still like relationships too. Like the best thing to do is get a credit union account to a credit union in your area.
Yeah.
And be going up there talking to them. Cause you know what I mean. Tell them about what you got going on. Like with the plug.
Yeah.
That's what you know. I've heard guys in the street be like, "Yo, I be taking the plug out, buying them stuff, whoop whoop." That's gonna make them push through.
You know what I mean?
Like when you apply for something now, you got something called an underwriter that approves it. It ain't all computer system. It's a human that's approving it. You plug in with the bank, you can ask for reconsideration. They can push your application through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you say, we this right here, them other folks that right there, what you think they doing?
Same thing.
Getting it pushed through.
Yeah. Same thing. So they getting this shit through one thing, man. All gang, good gang. Tell me, it's some news you can definitely use. But yeah, man. I enjoy conversation like this because it's not meaningless conversation. This a conversation you can use this shit to when you fucking 18 to 100 years old, and this shit is for life. It might change a couple of things, or AI or whatever, but you know I always need this shit. So they don't even teach you this shit in school, bro. Not when I was there. Yeah, we got that one fresh. Yeah, man, I gotta build my credit, man. I'm gonna do it too. Y'all know the amount of people that needed to hear this today. Somebody always need to educate themselves to better their life. I don't give a damn. Yeah, we gonna have fun and we gonna shoot the shit and but sometimes man, it's time to have real men conversation, real life conversation. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad he got on this platform and did this because ain't too many people gonna give you that game. Is how long it took you to get to know this? Like, was it just out there?
Like I said, I've been doing it for 6 years professionally, full time.
Yeah. But you just couldn't go outside and get it, could you? Like, man, I don't give a damn, bro.
Now this right here took like years of like experience through trial and error, through money. I done paid mentorship, research, all types of
It took some investing to get this guy out. Huh? When you invest in things like this, you know what I'm saying? Like, he basically giving y'all the game. Anything you invest in, you want to make your money, make some money off of it, make your money back. And you really ain't being greedy. You helping people to make money. Everybody wins.
You're not investment always into yourself. Like for me to know the credit game and knowing about business and marketing and teaching people, I done spent around 50 grand, bro.
Best 50 grand no.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't like to say numbers, but like what I done made back, it's been prosperous for sure.
Yeah. Damn so. With haircut.
Yo, we in this. Get me right. You've always been the best one, like really get them head, them ends right, you don't look like too much in hands with the world.
I could lean it just a little bit more. But yeah, man. This was good game, y'all, man. And you know, this something to think about, cause it just got me thinking. Like, this shit got me thinking. And it's never too late to have a career. Like, choose a career. Cause how long you say you been doing? You say you had went to Vegas.
I learned about it in Vegas, right?
Right.
So I was working on Las Vegas Boulevard in the nightclub industry.
Yeah.
Like I say, when I first got my credit fixed, I was a club promoter. Like I wasn't doing this as a career. I was just referring people over for free.
For free.
Right? You know what I mean? And then 2020, when you first start hustling in the street, like don't nobody know you, none of that. You
If
ain't
I
finna get.
didn't hear that, I asked him, did he have doubts? He had disconnect.
I'm gonna say this like this: when you first get your first pack, don't nobody know you got it. It's gonna be hard to get off of it. You gotta build up a name, like haircut.
Oh, no. Oh, you gotta build up that clientele. Yeah, people gotta trust. So that's what it was. You had to build it up. How long was it? Because I know when we took out the business class, it say it take at least 2 years to get your name established. Anything before that, a blessing. And to really get this, like word of mouth to where you ain't really got to promote no more. It's like 2 to 10 years. So when you start seeing
I hate that system though. I found a way to hack the system on the business end.
for real.
You know, so it took me 3 months to get my first client.
Dang.
All my family, friends, people knew me from the strip. They like, nigga, you a promoter. You alcohol. I don't trust you with my credit.
Them be the best ones while you bullshit.
You know, they didn't even trust me though. But even when I was working on the strip, I wasn't even online like that, bro. I never post on social media. I ain't have an Instagram, none of that. I post on Facebook about once or twice a year.
Yeah.
But I stayed consistent, promoting, and then I was getting other people to promote for me as well.
Yeah.
That was my goal. I was working. My first 2 years in this, I was working like 16 hours a day.
Yeah.
Like just reaching out to people, like share this post, share this post. I'm in everybody's inbox. Every day, I'm trying to get 5, 10 people to share a post.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about the referral system, that's how I hacked it. Then I worked my way up to only getting like influencers to promote for me.
Right.
You see how like Nick Thomas, Tanya Rawls be promoted. It took time to build that up.
My mom and no graphical people.
But I started off with just a normal everyday person
Yeah,
and rolled my way up,
yeah,
you know. So that's what I'm saying. First 3 months, no clients. Um, it started kind of picking up momentum. I started like the middle of 2020. Then like towards the end, it started picking up. 2021, my first full year. Home income tax took off. I made like 130 bands my first full year in credit.
damn, went out.
But I put all the work in. They didn't see the 6 months prior.
See, yeah,
I'm studying posting. I'm studying getting other people to post for me. I'm studying on the phone with everybody. I'm going to events. I'm networking,
yeah,
passing out cards, everything. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So the type of time you saying take people 2 to 10 years, I put that work in
Blessed.
6 months though.
6 months, real
You know?
hustle.
Yeah.
Ugh. Real hustle, nigga. We are not the same.
Yeah.
Real tough.
I had just lost. I had a good life in Vegas. I came back, damn near lost everything. I
Damn,
gotta get it back.
gotta give it back. Gotta get it right back. That boy got that shit right back. Stamp that. Yeah, I salute you, bro. For real. I salute you. That's the type of shit I like to hear. Now, to me, that's gangster. That's a real nigga. To me. But yeah, man, hey, this the cut, y'all. And y'all got some knowledge while watching this, man. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, man. Suave the Barber. And also add,
Daryl Callum Infinite.
alright, hold it down.